Right here, I got these fuel lines right here that go on this stud that you can't see. All right, got it in there. That was the car, I promise. It was actually. This one's gonna be a little tricky, as always. Not too tricky. All right, you got that bolt. These two up here, and then wow, one more that you gotta tighten down, right here. 10 millimeters, 10, 10, 10, 3 10 millimeters, and a 15. Ratchet wrench. Oh, I'm wrong. This is not that size. This is a 14. Yeah, it's tight. Come on. And then 4 more 10s for the coil. I think I'm done up here already. What a bummer. I was kind of trying to avoid going down on the bottom there. I'm trying to get this set up here. It's really hard to do it, but I got the lines disconnected from this bracket for now. Starter's just hanging all nice and safe like you're supposed to not do. And I got to get in here to put my bolts in. That's a 16 mil on the center nut. You got your bolt hole there. And what I like to do is I like to spin the converter until I can see the threads. I think that's the boss. There it is. I'm sure you can see it perfectly fine. I don't want to tighten it all the way. I do want to just get it down. I'll probably tighten it and then loosen it. That way, if I have to move it, wiggle it or whatever for the other ones, I can. Now tightening it down is going to pull the converter closer to the flex plate, and then loosening it is going to give me that little bit of play. And then now I just rotate. This is easier when you have the spark plugs out, obviously. The reason I tighten it down and then loosen it up is because if you don't tighten it down all the way and then loosen it just a little bit, and then you might have a problem with alignment with the next ones. But if you leave them way too loose, if the converter happens to come out a little bit, then you're really in trouble, because what will happen is the bolt will actually lock up against the block, because the bolt will get pushed, if it's not down closer inside there, it'll get pushed this direction. And then you're, when you rotate the engine, you get jammed in there. You won't be able to turn it. It's a pain in the butt. Now you could just do this, tighten them all down, and you could probably luck out. But it's a pain in the balls if you don't. The way I do it, you have to rotate the engine twice. Tighten it to PFT, and you're good to go. And if it sounds like your engine is blown up, your bolts are probably loose. Been there, done that. And another thing that you can't see, but when you're doing this and you're doing it on the ground, it can be dangerous as far as if you're directly under the crank, which seems to be the most ergonomic position to put yourself. If you drop it, your ratchet and socket, it goes right in your teeth, allegedly. And now you put your little plate in here. You gotta remember which way it goes. I don't. You gotta get it just like this. There you go. Ow, right on my fingers. Let's get this started. And then we gotta get our 10 millimeters. It'd probably be much easier if I just get around the other side of this and use my right hand. Use my strong hand, child. Sun's out. Click, 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 click. Torque to spec, baby. Put this clip in before I forget. You don't want that popping loose on you. I'm gonna do the drive shaft later. I'm gonna replace the U-joints. This is what I came up with. I actually have, from the other engine, let me pull it back out. From the other engine, I have this piece that's over on that side. It's the one that I was talking about when I was doing the starter. And this is probably not gonna work. I really don't know if I can get in here with my tool. Yikes. Now I have a spot for this guy. I'm gonna worry about it a little bit. But now I can bring these guys down and they snap right in. And now it's secure. Make it look like it's supposed to be that way. It's secure now. I feel way better about that. It's secure now. It's not going to bang around. It's pretty close. That's where it was supposed to be, but now it's here. That's it right there. I replaced this engine too, so I got extra stuff. Need to figure out a way to secure this stuff here because this one's messed up too. It's pretty dang close. The only difference is here. I might cut this off and then put this guy on. Yeah, so it's gonna have to get cut here. I don't feel like digging the welder out right now. I'm gonna put the old stuff in, even though I know the cats are bad. These are the OEM cats. They're probably gonna fix my 420 issue because these are aftermarket cheap jobs. I figured I would try them out just to see what I can do. I know that this gasket is just broken, missing, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go and see if they have that. Okay. That was actually pretty easy. I wasn't expecting it to go that easy. I'm going to reuse this one. This one is a Felpro 61323. It's a little crushed jobby. I need my bolts. Oh, I'm sorry, my nuts. These nuts. Make sure whenever you do this kind of stuff, do not wear safety glasses. Stupid. Just make sure you don't. Why would you want to protect your eyes? Need a sip of coffee. That's why. Dummy. I cleaned it out. I thought that I did a good job. My O2 sensors. Hopefully these O2 sensors are good. They're all GM. I replaced them when I did the engine, but getting knocked around and stuff. Get this end in. If I wind up with a driveline vibration, I get to use my Pico. Ouch. I get to use my Pico and try to figure out how to use the NVH for driveline stuff. Put your caps on and that's it. All I gotta do is load in and it's done. Huh? Yeah, this is when I find out the transmission's bad. I do think this is actually the better idea to just fill it up, try it out, and change the filter. You hanging out? You gonna laugh at me if it doesn't? Oops, I'm wrong. Whoa. Oh yeah. It's not gonna like that. There you go. Airflow box is off. It's alive! Well, we got reverse. We got drive. That's a good sign. The old transmission didn't have reverse. We're first. See if there's anything on it. It's hard to tell. I'm going to let it run for a while.